So hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to have a real conversation, not one of those motivational talks where someone just throw fancy quotes at you. No, I want to talk about real life and the kind of life where you are constantly pushing, constantly working hard and still wondering if it is all worth it or not. And let me tell you one thing, that all this hard work absolutely worth it. And I'm not just saying this to pump you. I'm living it. My friends are living it and many of you watching this are living it too, but we need to have this honest chat about the journey, about the hard work, the grind, and how it never really stops. And you've got to be ready to face the uncomfortable truths of life, to push through those tough moments, and to keep showing up even when you feel like you are falling apart. So let me take you back a little bit. I used to work 13 hours a day, and that's right, 13 hours every day, and I would come home tired, mentally drained completely, but somehow I would do it again the next day. And you know what? I thought that this was tough, but then I would think about one of my friends, and he was working on a project far from home, and he was living in a shared room, working like a madman, and he had it worse than me in some ways. And he was not just away from his family, he was away from any kind of comfort. And fast forwarding to now, he is in Saudi Arabia working on a big Samsung project, and here I am in Barcelona, also far from home, but still working, still grinding every day to make my life better. And what is the takeaway from this? That life doesn't stop. There is no magic finish line where everything suddenly becomes easy. And here is the thing, that I have never thought that I would end up living away from home. My mom is a single parent and she's getting older. I felt this huge responsibility to stay close to her, to take care of her. I never imagined leaving her back and chasing something for myself. But life has a way of making you step up. You come to these points in life and you have to make those tough decisions. But in the end, those tough decisions are often the ones that lead you to success, whether that is financial freedom, career growth, or just bringing stability to the lives of your loved ones. You cannot always stay in your comfort zone because you feel like it's the right thing. Sometimes you need to push yourselves into those unknown, uncomfortable, let's say uncomfortable spaces to find the growth you are looking for. Now, here is something that I want to drive home, that if you ever find yourself thinking that, man, I'm working so hard, when this is going to end? So let me tell you, there is no limit to hard work. You can work a lot. This generation, basically our generation, has been raised a little softer than the ones before us. We get traumatized easily, we get overwhelmed emotionally, and we're constantly comparing our lives to someone else, to what we see on social media. Because on social media, it's no surprise really when every day you are bombarded with someone else's success story or their picture perfect life. So let me tell you that don't let that get to you. Do not start pitying yourself or thinking that your journey is less valuable than them. There is no limit to how hard you can work, and you can always push a little more. And this is something which I remind myself of every day. When I feel like I'm at the edge, I tell myself that there is still more I can give, there is still more I can do. And let me tell you one thing, that I'm not one of those people who will tell you to keep smiling through the hard times. No, I'm being real with you. I fell down hundred of times during my job. I wanted to quit many times, and I have had those dark days where you question everything, where you think, why I'm even doing this, and what is the point of all this? And that is completely okay. It's okay to feel like that. But here is the thing, that it's only okay if you stand back after it. You have to commit again, and you have to show up again, and you have to keep showing up even on the days you don't feel like it, because life is too short to sit around and feeling sorry for yourself. And another thing which I wanted to tell you is that, especially during those low points, there are millions of people out there who are living in much worse condition than you or me. I want you to think about the people who are living on the streets, people who don't know where they will get the food from. Many people are battling illnesses we can't even imagine. Some people are mentally or physically challenged. Some are suffering from the diseases that have taken their lives out of their control. So even if you are healthy, you can walk, you can talk, you can think, that is enough to be grateful for. Show some gratitude to God or the universe or whatever higher power you believe in. Stop focusing so much on what's going wrong and start focusing on the fact that you are still here, still breathing, still be able to work towards something better. And you have got it in you. And you have just to show up every day and take even one step forward, even if it is so little. Another thing which I learned through this phase was, whenever you are feeling down, feeling like life is unfair or like you are stuck, go help someone else. Find someone who is in a worse place than you and try to help them. You do not have to solve all their problems, but even a little bit of kindness, a little bit of support can go a long way for their lives. And helping others not only brings some goodness into their lives, but it also changes something inside you. It reminds you that life is not about just struggles. It gives you perspective, and it can be a real boost to your mental state. And you will feel better when you realize that you can make a difference, even when things are not going perfectly for you. And let's talk about the real roadblock that most of us face, our mindset. And that's the thing that usually stands between where we are and where we want to be. Our mindset can be the biggest thing holding us back from the progress. And when you start something new, It always feels tough at first, but this thing actually works, that things get easier when you start doing them. So stop worrying that you are going to lose, that you are going to fail, or that you are not good enough. There is no race here. Life is not a competition where you have constantly measuring yourself against everyone else. It's just a long road, and the goal is to keep walking. Even if you fall sometimes, just get back up and keep going. Sometimes it's okay to be kind to yourself, but there is a fine line between self-care and self-pity. We live in a world that we are constantly told to emphasize with ourselves and what is important for us. It can easily turn into self-pity if we don't control this. When you feel down, instead of drowning in your emotions, look around. Look at the people who are facing bigger challenges than you. Think about the ones who are in more difficult phases of life. So if you can communicate with them, you can help them, and that simple act of reaching out and lifting someone else up will shift your entire perspective. You will feel stronger, more resilient, and more determined to keep pushing forward. And at the end of the day, it all comes down to this, that you have to show up every day. Keep walking towards your goal, even when you don't feel like it, even when you are tired, discouraged, or doubting yourself. Just take that next step. Because life is not about waiting for the perfect moment, that perfect feeling, or the perfect opportunity. It is about creating those opportunities by showing up, by working hard and staying committed on that goal. The road might be long and it might be tough, but the destination works. So this was not at all an educational video or something like that. I just wanted to share this real talk with you because I know that we are on this journey together. And whether you are younger than me or older than me, we all face these challenges, these low moments. But remember that it's not about never feeling down. It is about standing back up, showing back up, and taking another step forward. I just wanted to share these deep talks with you, and if you found this video helpful, if it resonated with you, drop a comment below and let me know how you are handling your journey, your own paths towards success, and do not forget to like this video and share with your friends.